It's nothing. I said, I'm tired no more. I will be all right in a minute. Now, here, this is the important paragraph number 4. This lines up until I followed, right? Till that part, it's really important. You can get have it in your exams if you are writing exams on this. Identification, Nectar in a Sieve, a post-colonial novel where Kamala Markandaya, an Indian author who lived from 1924 to 2004, is the author. The context, of course, it's a flashback of the narrator Rukmani about the day she entered to the house of Nathan to play the role of his wife. Right, the conversations with Nathan and Rukmani can be seen here, and it seems that she is a little bit moved and troubled, right? And now we are going to analyze the themes, literary devices, and the significance of the plot and the character development of this part, um, and the context. Okay, so you can see the short sentences of Rukmani's language, right? I forgot to tell you it's in the first person narration as well, right? And the conversational tone is developed with these short lines, the conversations, right? Okay, so she says that it's nothing. I'm tired no more. See the courage, endurance, the strength, mental strength within her, the tolerance, acceptance, bravery, of the powerfulness, the control of emotions, positivity, and the lack of fear within her tone, right? See how well she has got used to it. This is what we call facing the fate positively. All right. Now, there's courage in her to face the poverty, right? Especially, can you imagine her condition? If you can, what would you do, right? Think about that. What would you feel like, right? Think about it that way, right? She's still a 12-year-old girl, but still she contains all these positive qualities within her. He said, perhaps you're frightened at living here alone, but in a few years we can move, maybe even buy a house such as your father's. You would like that. Okay, so that is the hope for a better future. Okay, uh, and it's about helplessness as well, kind of hopefulness, sorry, hopefulness as well. And it seems that Nathan is a very caring, positive minded, uh, there's no sign of brutality within his behavior or in his words, full of love, caring. And as I always tells you, he is not a typical portrayal of a husband, right? Because he is okay, he has a hope. Sorry for that sound. He has a hope to be happy with her forever, right? It's a long lasting hope. And now see how he says, even buy a house such as your father's, right? These are the hopes for a better future, even though they couldn't succeed, but still they have that hope, right? Okay. That's about themes like courage, endurance, hope, marriage, and also mutual understanding, right? He knows that she has felt that confused condition, right? Love, relationships, marriage, positivity, all these things are highlighted here. Okay, then there was something in his voice, a pleading, a look on his face, such as a dog, okay, simile, as when you're about to kick it. This is about helplessness, okay? That is because, okay, a raw, powerful simile. This is Nathan's vulnerability is exposed here. That's what I was going to tell you earlier as well. He fears her rejection and knows the inadequacy of his offering. That's why he says more and more, right? Okay, there's animal imagery as well. No, I said, I'm not frightened. Okay. It suits me quite well to live here. I am not frightened. See how strong Rukmani is, right? Okay. It's nothing, I'm tired no more. Okay, we talk about that part as well. I'm not frightened. It's about timid, humble looks and behavior, right? The typical portrayal of a woman who accepts the fate without any complaint. He did not reply at once but went into the granary and came out with a handful of paddy. Now, paddy symbolizes the prosperity, wealth, and now see the loving, caring nature of behavior of Nathan, right? Added to that, you can see how they uh, lives on hope, right? Perhaps we can move, right? They live on hopes and expectations. This is ironical as well. Despite of being positive thinking, positive, they couldn't fulfill their wishes, right? So that is really sad about that. However, we can see how Nathan tries to calm down his child bride, right? His loving, admirable, soothing character is also highlighted here very well. And then it says, such harvest as this, he said, sliding the grains about in his hand, and you shall not want for anything, beloved. Okay, this word beloved is a deeply affectionate term contrasting with the formal husband, right? Their covenant is between them and the soil. This is the novel's central bargain. He offers not riches but the faithfulness of the land to Rukmani. Okay. Then he went out to get the tin trunk, and after I followed. Okay. Now it's also about the challenges and how they depend on the paddy. Their life and prosperity, everything depend on this paddy. Also highlights the zamindar system a bit because they couldn't succeed because of that, right? But still they are so hopeful about their future. So this is how you have to analyze this part of the context. This is really good, and there's so many things to write down if it comes for your exam. And the significance of the plot is because this gives clues about a life with peace and understanding in between Nathan and Rukmini for the readership. Okay, so is there anything that you need to add for this part? Feel free to comment. Or is there anything for you to correct, right? Okay, feel free to say anything about this. How do you feel about the character development? What do you think about Rukmini? Is it good? Her positive thinking, is it good or bad? Tell us about your perspective.